Price, and I have to go against them.
They're running.
Over 9 flights in the 2.25 mile Deloitte Novice Hurdle, and it's Nichols Canyon on the inside who just leads stable companion Alvisio Ville out over the first flight, and in third place Blair Perrone. On the outside is Sub-Lieutenant, the white cap, and in between horses is Identity Thief as they come into the home straight to flight number 2, and it's Nichols Canyon in the lead. Only got as far as the third flight here last time. Bowls along a couple of lengths in front of Alvisio Ville the grey, with on the outside Sub-Lieutenant racing in company with Identity Thief. On the rail is Blair Perrone. Sempre Medici on the near side as they jump the second flight and come to run past the stands, with in the lead Nichols Canyon and Ruby Walsh, tracked by Alvisio Ville and Tony McCoy, the 19-time champion, who yesterday announced his retirement from the saddle at the end of the season. Just third is Identity Thief, Brian Cooper. Blair Perrone on the inside, and then comes Sub-Lieutenant, Sempre Medici, blue cap then of McKinley, and then stable companions Windsor Park, and the back marker is Silver Concord in the first colours of Dr. Lamb. As they reach the first of the 2 flights away from the stands, this is the third, and it's Nichols Canyon who lands just in the lead from Alvisio Ville, with next on the outside Sub-Lieutenant. Identity Thief remains in between horses, Blair Perrone the inside, and then Sempre Medici, McKinley, Windsor Park and Silver Concord as they clear that fourth flight. A good run now to number 5, which is approximately at the halfway stage in the Deloitte Novice Hurdle, and it's Nichols Canyon in the lead. It cements an advantage of a little over a length and a half over Alvisio Ville as they continue now to turn to the 10 furlong point, and then Blair Perrone on the inside of Identity Thief, and with them is Sub-Lieutenant, and then comes McKinley and Sempre Medici with a couple of lengths to Windsor Park, joined at the back by Silver Concord. Racing down the back straight to the halfway stage, and they have another 5 flights left to jump, and still in the lead is Nichols Canyon by about a length to Alvisio Ville, 2.5 to 3 lengths back to Blair Perrone on the inside of Sub-Lieutenant, and then comes Identity Thief, who was very awkward there and was out-jumped by a couple of the other runners, heading to the final mile with 4 to jump. Nichols Canyon from a closing Alvisio Ville, who's now within 3 parts of a length, and then about 2.5 lengths back to Sub-Lieutenant, who's now third, and then Blair Perrone. Sempre Medici has made a bit of headway on the outside of Identity Thief, and then comes McKinley, and then Silver Concord, who just relegates to the back of the field Windsor Park. Racing to the last flight in the back straight, the third from the finish. As they do so, Nichols Canyon is joined by Alvisio Ville on the outside, a break of a couple of lengths to Sub-Lieutenant, with Sempre Medici closing to go fourth. Blair Perrone is followed by McKinley. As they race out of the back straight, Identity Thief is now back towards the end of the field, ahead of stable companions Windsor Park and Silver Concord, as they turn now with half a mile left to run. They've 2 to jump in the Deloitte Novice Hurdle, and still just in the lead is Nichols Canyon and Ruby Walsh. From Alvisio Ville, Tony McCoy within half a length on the outside, with moving into third place Sempre Medici and Paul Townend as they race across now towards the second last. In fourth place is McKinley. Coming now to 2 out, and it's Nichols Canyon with on the outside Alvisio Ville. No change since the outset in these first 2, followed by Sempre Medici, and then Windsor Park, who's made ground between horses. On the inside is McKinley, racing round the home turn, and Nichols Canyon starts now to kick on. 2.5 to 3 lengths in front, Alvisio Ville in second place, and then comes Windsor Park. McKinley is fourth, and as they race down towards the final flight, Nichols Canyon has raced away. Windsor Park on the outside joins Alvisio Ville for the second, but it's Nichols Canyon out 4 or 5 lengths in front, coming to the final flight in the Deloitte Novice Hurdle. Nichols Canyon and Ruby Walsh safely over, chased by Windsor Park, and then Alvisio Ville, who's well beaten in third, into the closing stages of the Deloitte Novice Hurdle, and it's Nichols Canyon who's going to get his career back on track and wins it for Ruby Walsh and Willie Mullins and the Wileys. Second is Windsor Park, in third Alvisio Ville, and then Silver Concord, with next McKinley ahead of Sub-Lieutenant.